Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and you're watching weekly sectoral analysis. Before I go ahead with this video, there is a couple of things which I would like to tell you. First thing is that from Nifty Spot and Bank Nifty Spot, I have switched back to Nifty and Bank Nifty Futures for analysis, and from later on, probably my next videos also will contain information and data points of Nifty and Bank Nifty futures rather than spot, because I believe and I feel that since this is the real trading instrument which is traded by people, I guess it shows you more true picture of the market. And second thing is, in today's video, I'll also be sharing few stocks which I feel can probably outperform in the market in next few days or probably week. So first, if we have a look at the monthly chart of the Nifty Futures, then you can see that the trend is continuing on the upside. But one information which we can get from the monthly time frame chart is the last 4 months, especially the Jan, Feb, March, and the current ongoing month, April, which is coming to an end, are small body candles, which clearly shows that the momentum has been completely flat. Prices have gone up, but it has not been very easy to make money. And in Nifty Futures, I guess a lot of up and down moments is visible. In the weekly time frame charts, if you convert this particular chart to a line chart, you will see a sign of negative divergence over here. But after this divergence, Nifty has been able to bounce back. Now, if you have look at this particular rally, which started somewhere at 21,800 and it continues to go higher. On Friday, there was a small dip. It was pretty surprising. Nifty Futures did open gap down, but we saw some sort of selling. So what it is visible from the daily time frame chart that this is a decent short-term support for Nifty Futures from 22,365 to 22,463 or 460. As far as Nifty Futures stays above this particular band, things are fine, and even if there is a dip, then this dip can be bought into and markets will keep going higher. That is a probability. Although if Nifty Futures manage to sustain below it in the hourly or the 2 hourly charts, then we can have some change of view in the short term in Nifty Futures. All right. Let's have a look at the Bank Nifty. In Bank Nifty, what you can see in the monthly time frame chart is pretty much obvious. The trend continues. The momentum was not as strong as it was in the Nifty, especially in the month of November and Jan. In Bank Nifty, things were a little bit different. You could see first November a small candle, then the December month there was a huge rally in the Bank Nifty. If you can see this particular rally which I'm trying to highlight in the daily time frame chart, this entire rally is the same candle over here in the monthly time frame chart. After that, we have 4 candles which are within the high and the low of the candle of December, which means Bank Nifty has clearly consolidated. If you have a look at the daily time frame chart, it is clearly visible that we have managed to close this particular downside gap, and after this particular gap has been filled, Bank Nifty has corrected a little bit on Friday, but as far as Bank Nifty trades above 47,777 to 48,192 or 190, things are fine. If we see a close below this particular low in the hourly or the 2 hourly charts, then possibly there could be some change in the short term. Let's have a look at the PSU Banking Pack. In the PSU Banking Pack, if you have a look in the monthly time frame chart, you can see that RSI at 81, price continuing on the upside. If you have a look in the weekly time frame chart, you will clearly see signs of waning momentum, but the trend is still continuing on the upside. If you remember, I had shared this stock last week, Canara Bank, that this particular stock can rally, and maybe at that point of time, I don't remember, but it could be somewhere around maybe 580 or 590, somewhere there. And from there, we have been able to see a level of 622 to 620. And I guess this rally might continue in the next few days. Now, if you have a look at the private banking pack, you can see that the charts are not very similar to the PSU banking pack. You can see the rally is continuing. The trend is up, but there is no momentum. Even in the weekly time frame charts, you will see a lot of distortion in the prices, a lot of consolidation. And again, you can see same thing is visible in the daily time frame chart. Now, I'll talk about one stock, which is HDFC Bank. Now, this particular stock, somehow in the weekly time frame chart, it's not looking that great. Looking at the daily time frame chart, this particular candle was very much promising. It did seem that yes, the rally might continue on the upside, but this particular day on 22nd of April did show us some different sort of data, and it's very difficult as of now to understand what will happen. So if this low is taken out of 1482 or maybe even 1455, then things will change. But so far so good. It's still consolidating. It can happen that after the consolidation it can rally, but as of now it is flattish with a view of mild positive, but only thing is 1455 to 1450 should not be taken out on the downside. Now, one more stock is Axis Bank. Now, Axis Bank has surprised by a pretty much big gap up post its result day. You can see over here. The candle is not that promising. In the daily time frame chart, you might see a bout of high amount of volatility. But if you just plot the average true range, you must see a uptick in the volatility. Now, as per my analysis, if it continues to rally, it's fine. But if it consolidates, and it might consolidate for at least 5 to 10 trading sessions. After that, I guess short-term traders should start looking at the stock. It's a long way from now, but yes, you can keep watch on this stock. Energy Pack. Now, Energy Pack, my view has not changed so far. In the monthly time frame chart, uptrend continues. Weekly RSI at 78. Price is extremely overstretched, and I have been maintaining my stance on the Energy Pack that the trend is up, but the momentum is waning, and it needs a lot of consolidation, not a little bit, but a lot. And you can see since at least 1.5 months, prices have just been going up and down, and consolidation is continuing. Especially if you have a look at Reliance Industries, you will understand that how the consolidation is continuing. Even if you have a look in the monthly time frame charts of Reliance, you will see that in the last 3 months, prices have just gone up and down. Only in the month of November, December and Jan, there was some sort of momentum. Understood? So basically what I'm trying to say over here is some sort of consolidation is necessary for this particular sector, and only then it will be ready for the next bout of rally. Metal Pack. Now, in Metal Pack, if you remember, I had been maintaining my bullish stance, and you can see that prices have rallied on the upside. You might just pick up any stock you want. Let's have a look at Jindal Steel. Jindal Steel has rallied pretty nicely. JSW Steel has done its fair bit of rally. Yes, you can see a correction on 26th of April, but before that, there was a decent rally. NMDC also did pretty well. SAIL, a volatile stock, even this fared pretty well. Tata Steel and Hindalco. And if you remember, in Hindalco, I had shared my view that the stock can rally on the upside one way, and there was a possibility, or it could dip and then go for a rally. So in this case, the first scenario has worked out, and it seems that it would be wise enough if anyone is participating in the rally of Hindalco, is why it's wise enough to book at least partial profits at this particular level. It looks a little bit overstretched in the daily time frame charts, and it is necessary that we see some sort of consolidation happening in this stock. Now, Autopack. Autopack, in the monthly time frame chart, you can see trend on the upside. No red candle since the month of November. The size of the candles are reducing slowly and steadily, especially in the month of Jan and April. which is showing signs of not lack, but slowdown of momentum, but that slowdown is happening at a very slow level. In the weekly time frame charts, you will understand that in the last 4 weeks, it has been a bit of consolidation, but in the daily time frame chart, you can see a bit of bounce back, and you can see that we are at a juncture where, some sort of resistance has come up due to this Fibonacci extension. So if you just go to the list of Autopack, you will see some stocks which have rallied and now they are consolidating. It will be visible in many stocks. Like first they rallied, then gap down, again they're trying to go up, and between there was a consolidation. If you open Tata Motors, now this is a stock which has not been able to perform well, but now it's trying to pull back. This is one stock which is looking interesting so far, but I would wait for the stock to perform a little bit better, and even a result is coming up on 2nd May, sorry. So once the result is over, only then we'll be able to come to some sort of view. And the main stock, Bharat Forge, if you remember, I have been sharing my positive view about this particular stock, Bharat Forge, as it has been, bouncing back from a trend line support, and also these two lows were at almost similar level, and you can see there is a breakout. Now this breakout is a very large breakout of 6-7% in a single day. Some sort of consolidation may happen on 21st May. It's showing the result date in the trading view. So as a positional trader, it's important that if it starts trading above the high of 25th April, then the momentum will slowly and steadily build and prices may turn higher. And but this is a stock, this is a view for a positional trader with a view of at least 1 to 5 months. It's not for a swing trader. Now going ahead with the finance pack, I believe a finance pack is consolidating, and probably it's not very weakish and not even extremely bullish. So I think after the consolidation, the rally might continue. Consumption pack. Now in this particular sector, you can see the trend is continuing on the upside, but you can see RSI is consistently making lower highs and prices are making higher highs. This is a classical sign of a waning momentum. Even this is visible in the daily time frame charts. So I guess if we break 10,230 or 10,200, then we are in for a problem. But if the rally continues, if there are no issues, then I guess we should focus on this particular stock, which is MRF. And the reason for that is after this correction, if you see the correction, initially it started with a very slow momentum. The sizes of the candles were small, then the size of the candles increased. When the second bout of selling has happened, if you check properly, only 1 or 2 days you can see large candles. After that, the size of the candles have reduced, which means the momentum has come down. Now the result is coming up on 2nd May, so we don't know what movement will happen on that day. It could be volatile, it could not be volatile, God knows. But as a positional trader, I would like to keep this stock in my watch. All right. And only jump into this stock if it gives a proper breakout in the daily time frame charts. Otherwise, I will stay away from this stock. FMCG pack, I believe it's trying to give a decent pullback. It's especially looking interesting in the daily time frame chart, but as a trader, I would say that if you want to pick extremely high probable trades, then the first leg of rally I would like to miss. Maybe in the second leg, when it's confirmed that now probably yes, the FMCG pack has bottomed out, it has given a breakout, and now it has formed a higher low. Maybe at that point of time, I would be interested, because already the market is also consolidating. Even the entire sector is consolidating. So I would not like to park my money in a sector or in a stock which is also consolidating. So yes, I can understand there is some sort of pickup of momentum, probably trendline breakout in RSI. It's fine, but I would like to wait and watch. Infrapack, I would say one thing that the trend continues on the upside. Momentum is lacking, and as a positional trader, you can just have a look at this particular stock. Yes, it has an upper wick, so just be careful. You need to know when to probably jump into the stock, but just be sure that there is some sort of resistance at 92 and 93 levels in this stock. So just be careful when you are analyzing this stock. But I'm sharing this stock with a viewpoint of probably 1 to 3 months or 1 to 4 months. This is not for a swing trade. IT pack. Now IT pack, I guess the consolidation is continuing since last, I think, 5 to 6 days. We are at a juncture which is 61.8% retracement in the weekly time frame. But one thing which I don't like is something in Infosys, that Infosys has come all the way down and it is trading very, very near to its previous low. When generally this sort of thing happens, if it comes down and if it tests this level of 1353 or something, but if it doesn't break, then as technically it would mean that it's trying to go for a medium-term consolidation. I hope that does not happen. So I guess it needs to be seen in the next few days or weeks that whether we have a pullback or we see some sort of consolidation. Only time will tell. So as of now, I would wait and watch very, very patiently. Fine. Pharma pack. First, let's have a look at the monthly time frame chart. In the monthly time frame chart, the trend is up. You can see RSI completely flat just because there is no momentum whatsoever. Two back-to-back dojis, and the main reason for that is you can see the sideways movement in the pharma pack even in the weekly time frame chart. And if you remember, I had shared a stock, Oro Pharma, if you remember this particular stock, with a viewpoint of 1 to 3 months or 1 to 4 months for a positional trader. It gave a breakout. It has retraced. It's trying to come out. So now this is one stock which is possibly favorable for short-term momentum traders and even positional traders for a view period of 1 to 3 months. But again, whenever I'm talking about a stock, this is just my personal view. Please input your own analysis, your own levels, and your own stop losses. This is just my view. I'm not giving you any levels. I'm just sharing my view about a particular sector or a stock. PSE. Now, this particular sector, obviously, I guess I don't need to tell much. In the monthly time frame chart, extremely overstretched. In the weekly time frame chart, I guess signs of weakening momentum are there with candles which are very, very small sized. There is one stock, although, which looks interesting for the short term. In the weekly time frame chart, it's not that great. But in the short term time frame chart, I believe if it continues to move above 361, 362, then it could rally a little bit higher in the next few days. Realty pack. Now, Realty pack, if you again have a look at the monthly time frame chart, extremely overstretched. You can see even signs of waning momentum in the monthly time frame chart. Not a negative divergence, but just a sign of waning momentum. But the price is still continuing up, which means there is a difference between opinion of trend and momentum. Now, even in the daily time frame charts, things are looking okay. And if you just go to the list of the Realty pack, then there is one stock. DLF is also looking fine. DLF is trying to go higher. It just needs to stay consistently above 920, 921. But one stock which I should say is Godrej Properties, which has given a decent momentum breakout, I should say, on Friday. 3rd May is the result. So unfortunately, as a short-term trader, I generally believe that if the result season is very, very near, when the result is very, very near, then I would try to stay away from that stock. But if the result was not very near, then maybe I would be interested in this stock because the overall chart looks pretty good, especially this breakout. And actually, if you have a look in the hourly time frame charts, you will understand how nicely the stock, just crashed down and then it consolidated for a very long time. And if you do some micro analysis in the 15-minute chart possibly, then you will also see a range break happening in this stock. sometimes what happens is you do not get a lot of information in the higher time frame charts. At time going to lower time frame charts is equally important. So this range break, I guess, is very, very important. So yes, it overall the stock looks good with a viewpoint of few days to few weeks, but unfortunately we have the result coming up. Now the last sector is mid caps. I believe yes, it continues to look overstretched in the weekly, monthly time frame, but the way it has been able to bounce back in the daily time frame chart, it is pretty fantastic. Probably a little bit rally might continue if the overall market supports the entire, I think, psychology of the market right now, because on Friday we saw some bit of profit booking. If this profit booking gets bought into, then probably some sort of bullish movement even in the mid caps might happen in the next few days. All right. So just summing it up all, I guess, again, this is not a time where a lot of momentum or fireworks is visible, which was there in the month of November and January. This is a different sort of market where you have to be very, very careful about which sector you are picking. And again, within that sector, which is the best stock. So yes, there are good stocks, but again, you have to be very, very selective. And again, if you're a swing trader, if you're a short-term momentum trader, be wary about the result date, because you saw what happened with Kotak Bank. You saw this literally a big, very big gap down, and you don't know what's going to happen in any particular stock. Unfortunately, it can happen with you too. And this is a price shock. Generally, price shocks are with a range which is much larger in comparison to the average true range of that stock in the last few days. So just be very, very careful about the stocks which are coming up with the results. All right. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. And if you feel that the video has added value to your analysis, try to share this video with other traders as well. Take care, guys. Trade less, trade wisely.